Imagine this. You're sitting with him, glass of wine in hand. There's laughter, warmth, maybe even a flicker of desire in his eyes. You feel close, safe, maybe even ready. But deep inside, there's something you've never said out loud. Something that's been hiding in your thoughts for months, or maybe even years. A fantasy, a craving, a scene that plays in your mind when no one is watching. You ask yourself, should I tell him? What will he think of me? Will he judge me? Will I ruin the image he has of me? Today, we're diving into one of the most intimate, unspoken corners of romantic relationships: sexual fantasies. What they are, what they mean, and the real question: should you share them with your partner? Let's begin. Sexual fantasies are not just thoughts. They are stories we tell ourselves. Sometimes soft, sometimes wild, sometimes completely unlike anything we would ever do in real life. They can be tied to our past. They can emerge from deep emotional needs. Or they can simply exist. No explanation, no logic, just desire. And here's the thing. Fantasies don't always mean we want to act them out. Often they're just safe places our mind wanders to. Places where we have full control, full power, full freedom. But when you're in a relationship, something shifts. You wonder, what if I let him in? What if I shared this side of me he's never seen? Here's where the fear creeps in. Because many of us, especially women, have been taught that some desires are too much. That wanting too much makes us less lovable. We fear being seen as weird, dirty, or too intense. We worry he'll laugh, or worse, he'll never see us the same again. So we keep quiet. We fake confidence. We pretend to be satisfied. But deep down, we crave more. Not just physically, emotionally. To be seen, to be known, to be accepted in our full, unfiltered truth. Now here's a question no one asks out loud. What do you gain when you do share your fantasies? The answer? Intimacy. Real, deep, soul-tingling intimacy. Not the kind that only lives in bedrooms, but the kind that shows up in long talks at midnight, in giggles under blankets, in secret smiles at dinner. When you share your fantasy, you're not just sharing a sexual desire, you're inviting him into a world that belongs only to you. You're offering vulnerability. And that is the most erotic thing of all. Many couples say that talking openly about fantasies changed everything. It unlocked a new dimension of trust, fun, and emotional closeness. Suddenly, sex isn't just about doing, it's about understanding, creating, exploring. But let's be honest, there's also risk, because not every partner is emotionally ready to hear what turns you on. Some may feel insecure, confused, even jealous, especially if your fantasy doesn't include him, or if it includes something he doesn't understand. So should you still tell him? Here's the truth. It depends. It depends on how safe you feel in the relationship. It depends on the way he reacts to emotional vulnerability. And it depends on how you bring it up. Don't do it in the middle of a fight, or when he's distracted, or when you're already feeling unsure of yourself. Pick a moment when you're close, emotionally connected. Maybe during a walk, a calm evening, a playful conversation. Start slow. Try something like, I had the strangest dream the other night. Want to hear it? Or, do you ever think about things you've never told anyone? Test the waters. Invite curiosity instead of pushing discomfort, because fantasies aren't commands. They're invitations, and not everything needs to be acted on. Sometimes just knowing each other's inner world is enough to deepen the bond. Now let's flip the script. What if he tells you his fantasy, and it shocks you? It's okay to be surprised, but don't jump to judgment. Instead, ask yourself, is he trusting me with a truth that's hard to say? Because that is a gift, and you get to choose how to receive it. You don't have to say yes. You don't have to pretend you're into something you're not. But if you can stay open, even just emotionally, you're already building something stronger than before. And yes, there might be times when the fantasy is something you truly can't accept. That's okay too. Boundaries are beautiful. But honesty about desire doesn't need to be scary. It can be freeing. In the end, your fantasies are yours. You are under no obligation to share them. But if you want to, if you feel safe, then you deserve to be heard without shame. Because real intimacy starts before any clothes come off. It begins in trust, in truth, in those moments when you let someone see not just your body, but your mind. So, should you tell him? Only you know the answer. But whatever you choose, know this. Your desires are not wrong. Your fantasies are not too much. And you? You are worthy of a love that sees and celebrates all of you. If this episode made you think differently about yourself or your relationship, give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Right. I deserve a relationship where I can be fully myself. And don't forget to subscribe.